What, is that how you were gonna start it?
I thought about it,
Yeah,
and then I was gonna correct you.
I don't know, man. Wait, how does it go? Am I not doing it right?
It's K, like,
Really?
and then it's.
Who makes that sound? That's what I want to know.
I don't think.
It's not. It's definitely like a thematic thing. It's not.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh, are we just?
Anyways,
No.
welcome to the.
We fell off, man.
No,
It's fine.
it's fine. Episode 10.
Aw,
Yeah, what?
that's cool. A lot happened.
Yeah, I know,
Let's
know.
just. It's 10. This is good.
21.
This is
The new year, new moves. We're starting it off with the
22
great.
starting off good. So we had some ideas that fell through. First of all, can I just say
Yeah.
I had a better intro.
Oh, what was the intro?
Do you know about Friday the 13th?
No, I don't know anything.
Okay, so I was actually I never knew where they like came from. So the number 13 and Friday have both been known to be like unlucky, but never together. Just like the number 13 was known to be a bad number. There's literally no like clear answer to.
I thought it had something to do with the Bible and the 13.
Well, here's the only like common thing they found is Western culture has associated the number 12 with completeness. Anything more, and in many like folklore and other religious stories, 13 meant bad. So whenever there was an extra person, like there was a folklore story I saw where it was like Loki disguised himself. He was the 13th person, and then there was darkness. And same thing with like when Jesus died, there was 13 people, and then the day before was Good Friday. It seems like these people who research are just trying to piece things together. Yeah. There's a biography, the 19th century, of this one Italian guy, Rossini. He died on Friday the 13th, and surrounded on his last day said, "If it be true, like so many Italians, he regarded Fridays as an unlucky day and 13 as an unlucky number. It is remarkable that on Friday the 13th November, he passed away." That's like one of the only things people have found as a record of both 13 and Friday combined being a bad thing. Fast forward to like 1907, someone came out with a book called Friday the 13th, where it's about like superstitions and using that to their advantage of like taking over Wall Street. And then it's like from 1907 skip to 1980 the movie comes out, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it does seem like a lot of people just fucking forcing shit that
Yeah,
isn't really there.
I don't know how anyone would ever come to the conclusion from all of that shit, like
other
than like the 12 thing.
I mean, it sounds cool,
but Friday the 13th altogether.
Yeah, this movie was it was not, I don't know, dude. I was like, oh, this is Friday the 13th, you know? I feel like it has such a reputation. But one, there's no hockey mask. Two, I mean, obviously, spoilers. This movie's like fucking 30 years old or some shit. But like, obviously, like the first killer isn't even Jason. Like, it's all topsy-turvy. And then I'm like, what the fuck is this? There were some moments where I was like fucking sick. Oh, it's cool anyways. Like, Jason's mom, like Mrs. Voorhees.
So this is continuing our like slasher theme / me preparing Christian for, I almost called you Zeke, preparing Christian for Scream. I feel like you're very much like, ugh. Like,
I'm gonna be honest, after watching this, I hope.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to give too much away.
Is it better? Is it more entertaining? The lull until something happens?
The thing about why I had you watch this, I can't explain. Once you watch Scream, it'll make sense.
Is it like the Avengers where I have to watch like Captain America?
No. But just if things hadn't happened the way they did last year, like we also would have watched Nightmare on Elm Street, like just to get through the like famous slasher core stuff, because it's just like to understand the culture before you get into this one, because what they do in Scream is like a big part of it is understanding like the culture and being like, oh, okay, like it's pretty fucking sick.
I think if the writing's good, whether it references X, Y, or Z, like there's obviously you're missing out, but like if a good steak's a good steak.
However, Scream isn't like related to these, you know what I mean? But it's just like the little. You'll understand. It'll make sense.
I guess because I know that one line. What's your favorite scary movie? What I assume that you're prepping me for is like, so when the references are coming up, but That's what I assume that it is. If I'm wrong, I'm not gonna look at your face right now because I feel like it's gonna give it away.
I'm not gonna say whether that's wrong or right. I'm just
Cool,
saying,
cool.
like it will make sense. I think if you didn't watch at least this, like you'd be missing a little piece. Not that people who watch Scream
Yeah, no, yeah.
miss
I know what
out,
you're
but
saying.
it's
You're
just
trying to
like
give me the best.
I
best
want you to
slice of the-
appreciate it as much as like someone would having watched all these other classics before watching this. It's your first time, so it's like to you. Scream just came out. Number one Scream just came out in theaters, and you're gonna watch it.
A little bit.
I don't know.
There was
Anyways,
that one thing.
Oh fuck! You're Chris.
I didn't forget it. Like I was watching.
I think about that literally. It keeps me up at night. It literally, no, you have no idea how much I'm like. I hope he forgot. I'm like, I
did.
really hope he
I
forgot.
did until we started talking about Scream again.
God damn it, dude. And every time I see that fucker's, because I'm obviously like TikTok, he's on
Yeah.
my TikToks and shit. I'm a big fan, and I'm like,
Cynthia like inadvertently spoiled a twist in Scream.
there was a TikTok that showed different killers from movies, and one of them, the whole reason I showed it to him is because he was talking about Sam from Trick or Treat and how cute he was, and I thought like, oh, this is funny, I'm gonna show it to Christian, not fucking realizing that it spoils a part of Scream, and it's a very famous actor, and I didn't fucking realize, and he's like Shaggy, and I was like, oh fuck. So yeah, it's great to know you haven't forgotten.
It's like, well, I don't know. It's a mess. But I hope that we can salvage all of this, and I feel like we will. But when I was watching the movie, the first thing that I saw was the counselor's outfit. I'm like, that would be a really good Halloween costume. The first counselors with the yellow, and it says Camp Crystal Lake or whatever.
Yeah.
I just thought that would be a really cool outfit.
I'm sure that's like very easy to find.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Everyone probably
Also,
recreates
I really fuck with like the small town. Who knows where it could be, like anywhere with a forest kind of a situation.
Yeah.
So those were some things that when I started watching it, I was like, okay, I'm sorry, like when a lot of my notes are very like aesthetic based and things like that, and like little like hints of actions that I found, because it wasn't, and I didn't expect it, and that's fine. I wasn't expecting it to be super deep or anything, but in retrospect, it makes me think of how I thought of the movie Us, and how little I gave it credit in comparison to this, because this is very bare bones. Like, it's not boring or anything, but it's like you really have to pay attention. And I fell asleep during the second one.
I've honestly come to find that as we do this, that grown up me cannot focus for shit. So like when we decide on a film that we're gonna watch, I have to rewatch it like 3 times, because the first time I don't pay attention. It's like background noise, and I'm genuinely trying to like focus, and then I just like I can't. And then I'll replay it again, and I'm like, okay, this time I'm gonna listen to it, and then I'll replay it another time. Come here.
What's your favorite part of Friday the 13th?
He's only seen 1 and 2.
I think he looks pretty badass.
In the knapsack.
Number 2, he wears a knapsack.
Don't say anything else.
I'm guessing he gets the hockey mask in 3 or something.
Yeah, he does.
This was made after Halloween, right?
Yes. Okay, so speaking of which, hold on, that's right.
So I mean, we are kind of going in some sort of order, right?
Yeah.
So I watched Halloween, Friday the 13th, like these 2, and then Scream, like, and I'm sure like there's more in between.
Nightmare on Elm Street is in between.
Yeah. So, but I think that it's cool that we are going in some sort of order. But I think I'm gonna like Friday the 13th more, because I know Freddy. Like I've seen some of his movies, but I forgot him because I was like fucking 12.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember his character was very like quippy and like really having a good time killing people.
Yeah.
So that's something that like I'm looking forward to. You're saying something about like disconnected Friday to Halloween.
Do you see a lot of similarities?
Yeah, I see the killer being hidden.
Yeah. The
mask
point of view
situation. I'm guessing the mask pertains more later, but like that we didn't get to see the killer.
I'm sure you wouldn't be at the least bit surprised that this was a total cash grab and was not meant to.
What I realized, right, with looking a little bit of research, and honestly, I didn't find like a whole lot. Like, there's not a lot of.
Oh yeah, you have to like
dig. I have
dig.
to dig.
Yeah, specifically for like the first 2 films, it's very hard to like.
I was like, what is it? I didn't hear anyone say this in particular, But I feel like maybe these two movies aren't as loved as maybe something later on or something. Or are these
Definitely,
like
no, definitely.
okay? 'Cause I feel like
And
there was very little. Like even on YouTube, like there's no fan stuff really.
this is just like solely the origin.
Yeah, Gene Cunningham, the director, like him and his buddy, because they just wanted to make a movie that's called Friday the 13th. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and they even put like
Yeah, cash
advertisement.
grab because
And it
horror
honestly-
is popping.
yeah,
And then Friday the 13th because they were like, oh, well, Halloween did so good being named
After a
after
date.
a holiday. So, like, let's pick the other creepy holiday,
Mm.
Friday the 13th. And actually, another movie was currently coming out that was also going to be called Friday the 13th. And he basically, like, rushed as fast as he could with advertising to
Yeah.
beat them to the
Okay,
punch.
so that makes
And
sense.
then they did still come out, but they called it Friday the 13th. Fucking, oh my gosh, I lost it.
Sorry, take your time.
Friday the 13th, The Orphan is what this other movie was
Yeah.
called. This franchise went on to like be as big as it is. So then they just ended up taking off Friday the 13th completely and they just went with The Orphan.
There's something about these horror movies and finding why they did it, and a lot of them are just money, like, and just like the low budget of everything. It just seems to really drive people. This is what I was afraid of that would happen with movies, is that they're not really making it for the art or anything. Like when I
Back
watched this
then.
movie, yeah. Well, when I was watching this movie, I was like, I'm not trying to discredit it because it's so popular and there has to be a reason, and I'm trying to see it. But as I was watching it, I was like, it's really just like what
You
the
won't
fuck?
see
There's
it from the
nothing-
first two.
and like I don't know what the fuck the rating is on this, or if people have like some sort of nostalgia for it, but I would not watch these movies again.
Yeah.
They're my least favorite that out of all the ones that we have watched. Like I would watch like any of them. Let's go back to Michael Myers. At least they had like some sort of passion and ideas behind it. What I was telling you with the lighting techniques and stuff that they were using, you know, the POV shots. Like there's something interesting going on. But with like this one, it's just I don't know. Get a picture of her butt. No, she's bending over. Capture that ass. Like, and that happens so many times. If I compare these to like the first of these franchise movies, like the first Halloween, the first Chucky,
Mm-hmm.
if I compare them, this is so not on the caliber that I feel like the other ones deserve. Movies like this are kind of the reason why I thought horror was
sucked.
shit. Yeah. Because I would watch this and it was like that.
But here's the thing: once you get into it, it's about like respecting where they come from. You know? Okay. The thing about this film, because even like like what we're saying, right? It's kind of like this film sucks, right? Like I don't know if it's just, but also we're watching it in this day and age. Back then, the
There was
biggest
like lower standards.
the biggest thing about this film, I think, was the sex and violence. That was
Yeah.
a big deal. That
Yeah.
like I don't know if like I saw something about like censorship just
Yeah,
starting to
yeah.
like give them more freedom in like film. And so like they really took that and it wasn't common.
So
And a
it
lot of
was sex murder.
actors yeah,
Sex
and
murder party. That's
a lot of the actors were also like people who usually did Broadway and stuff.
yeah.
And
that's all the cast was.
yeah.
They were cast by people who knew about Broadway. That's how.
And so they were
Jason's
getting like
mother
just
was.
dragged through the fucking mud for even like doing this movie
Yeah.
because of the controversy.
So I keep calling her Jason's mom. I hope that's fine with everyone.
Yeah.
She was originally a Broadway actor.
Pretty sure she was like the
And
most famous.
She was pretty
Am I-
poppin', but she
yeah.
was getting older and not as involved with movies. And what had happened was that her car broke down on Tuesday. She needed a new car, found one, and then her agent called her on Friday.
She needed money.
And she needed money. she saw
Dude,
it.
that's literally like half of this movie is people just, I need the money.
Yeah.
I would like the money.
She acted her ass off in comparison to everyone else. Like,
You know they didn't have stunt doubles?
yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Crazy.
But it must have been fun. Like, imagine being like in your, well, I guess our age, and then like starring in a scary movie where everyone's just kind of fucking around and
Yeah. And
No,
fucking.
and fucking. Yeah. No, it's fun. It sounds like a good time. I bet she was kind of awkward on set. Like, dude, everyone's making
I've
out.
always wondered, they don't actually fuck.
No, I bet it's just super awkward.
Yeah.
Just people like,
Imagine like
your
so like
coworker just rubbing up against you. It's
no,
so
like
weird.
imagine so like what we're watching, except like take all the music out. You know, like it's
just-
quiet in
Just
there.
noises and you just hear like rubbing and just smacking.
Yeah, Cunningham
Yeah,
before this was making softcore porn. So
that
pretty.
explains all the ass shots.
Yeah.
Well, are they what? How old are these kids supposed to be? Are
High
they like
school?
fresh out of high school
It's
or
supposed
in
to be
high
like high school. I'm pretty sure, or like
Because in the first one, there was a counselor, and he was like flirting with Alice. I remember the name Alice. She's like the last one to be killed. Like when he did the caressing of her cheek and saying like, "Please stay," bro. Fuck off. Get your tiny little shorts and porno stash away from her.
I mean, but it is probably very. That was probably how the
But-
times were.
Yeah,
you know?
no,
I
I
mean,
believe it. It's
not
just,
that that doesn't happen
everyone's
now.
just fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and then like the first camp counselor that went up asking, like, "Hey, I need a ride to whatever. Like, how far is it?"
Oh yeah.
And then the
She was so funny.
yeah, no,
I
I
loved her.
I thought I wanted her to be there like longer. She just had like this.
I wanted her
energy.
to be like the final girl.
That is
Yeah,
cool.
she
We
was
started and
so
ended with the
like
same.
peppy. Like
And she gets a ride from like this truck driver guy. The driver said, "Do all the girls look as good as you?" And then proceeds through the conversation that they have on the drive, continue to call her kid. And then I'm like, do you guys not see?
no, but that's real life.
Hey, baby, I know you're a child. Like, what the fuck? It's gross. It's really strange. And then like they have this back and forth, and he pretty much calls her stupid. And then she's like, "Yeah, well, at least I'm not blah blah blah." And then they just laugh it off.
Yeah.
There's so much hostility in this car.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I ever watched 1 or 2. Like I think I went straight in probably 3 when he gets his mask, and the iconic like Freddy versus Jason. But like he definitely, I hadn't seen these until like a couple years ago or something, and it's like
How'd you feel about it first time?
I was disappointed.
Really?
Because I cannot wait till we watch Freddy versus Jason, dude. Because that shit is
Is that the
good.
event of the year? The clash of the century?
Maybe the it's supposed to be like the K for kill, and it's ma for mom.
Oh.
They took that from Jaws. Like they wanted to have a
The some form of increased intensity through the soundtrack.
yeah.
Something like
But
that.
they wanted the killer to have a theme.
Mm.
You know, he's coming. Be careful.
Yeah, when I was first watching it, I was like, "Is Jason making those sounds?" Like, it took me out of the movie because I thought of this idea where he's like walking around, making these fucking clicking
He's
noises,
trying to
and someone's
talk.
fucking, and so you know what I mean. And they're like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
The idea that Jason would be he wasn't murdered but died while he was a kid and somehow grew into a grown man really bothered me.
That big from living off the land.
Yeah.
Had he survived?
How did he drown? They couldn't find the body. He just
Well, that's the idea. Is that like he never did? They just assumed that he did, and then like
he started like
maybe he got washed up on shore and then just like lived off the land. That actually wasn't supposed to happen. Fun fact is it was just supposed to be the first movie, right? Like cash
Oh.
grab. Like
Oh.
there was supposed to be nothing. They did not plan for a franchise.
Hmm.
So he had his buddy Victor Miller develop the script for the first thing, and which he again like he didn't care for horror. He was like, it's not my fucking thing. He wanted to go on to like do comedy, but again wanted the money. He was like, yeah, I hear there's money in horror, whatever the fuck, I'll do it. And then actually ended up getting into it. He wanted to do like a reverse Psycho, which probably don't know Psycho,
no, but I want to watch it.
yes, so like the idea is Norman Bates has like a really shitty relationship with his mom and like kills because of the shitty relationship.
Yeah,
So he wanted to do like a plague. The mom,
or flip it.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
Flip
like
it and reverse it.
avenging her son's death. Exactly. And he got really into it, and then the script was like fully done. You know that part where Jason comes out of the water at the end?
At the end, which was one of the best parts because it was like that. I
Wasn't supposed to
legitimately stopped me.
happen. They
Oh,
basically put that in with, like behind his back. He didn't know about that. This like the
that changes
the
everything,
script,
by the way.
Yeah, exactly. The script was done, and then that got put in. And like, watch the movie. And he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" I don't even know what the fuck I looked up. I think I was just looking up their names or something, and I come to find that just recently in 2016, he sued for rights over the first screenplay.
Oh,
So he just won, and they just stopped like September 2021. It went on for like however many years, and it got settled, and he won. So it's possible that they're gonna remake.
Jason.
Yeah, because now he has the rights to the first one, which
Or
like
reboot it.
Yeah, started off. So either he can go on to do his own thing from like continuing the mom vengeance for her son, and that I think that would be really cool, or similar to what happened with like Child's Play.
Just reboot
It
the
could be
whole
that
thing.
actually the same thing because it went two different ways because they rebooted Child's Play 1 because they only have the rights to that with like the Buddy doll, and then the OG like Don Mancini created a TV series.
That's cool.
You know, so that could happen with Jason. Like they go two different ways with like the rights they have to each thing. So that'd be really fucking interesting.
I would love to see that, and especially with like more modern writing and more like heart behind it, because I
Yeah.
think that would end up reintroducing him to like people like me who didn't watch it but knew about it.
Yeah.
But I'm worried that they're gonna
I
just
believe in like Victor Miller taking his original idea. I think he could really go far with that. I think on the flip side, if they took the rest of those movies, I think that would probably go into the shitter. It becomes its own like spoof movie. You know, like they start
Yeah.
making fun of themselves the more that they create these movies. It'd be exciting though. I want to see his vision. Like not that he ever did have one, but like out of spite for like what these fuckers, because they ended
Yeah.
up making like $460 billion off of the entire franchise.
it's a lot of cheddar he missed out on.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to give a quick shout out to Ralph. Ralph, he's a bucket hat old man who keeps. He came out of the pantry at one point.
Oh, the crazy guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. What is he doing?
I don't know.
Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, dude, that shit was funny.
I don't know what his deal was, and then he was like watching in the second one. He was watching the two main counts out like to fuck, and then he gets killed. And I thought it was Jason watching him. Then it's just fucking scraggly old scruff ass Ralph, and he gets killed, and that makes me sad. You can't just
Jason
end it.
sees him and leaves him alone because he's like, "You got enough problems,
Yeah,
pal."
That'd have been
It's
really
fine.
cool. His cabin and stuff kind of weirded me out, like how he has a toilet that didn't go anywhere. What's up with the toilet?
I don't
See,
know.
his shit's in there. Like, what I did to scoop it out later? Like, is it convenient?
There's no plumbing.
There's
Just
no plumbing. It's
it just
so-
stacks up.
I would also like to know how Jason learned how to do anything here. I thought there was gonna be some sort of like spiritual some shit, because the
Later.
thing is that is she's off the rails, or is she really, are they communicating somehow? And also, what if they ever ran into each other? You know, into the woods. What if
Jason and his mom.
yeah, they actually.
Oh, and then she just killed all these people, and she's like,
oh,
"What the?"
I did this for you. What the fuck? And he's like not speaking.
He's like, yeah, he doesn't know how to
He doesn't
speak
know how to-
English.
yeah.
He got lost. Like, what the fuck is he supposed to say?
Sorry, Mom. I don't know, dude. This whole thing just feels like this mess. There's some things that had potential.
But again, these movies are just to set you up for later, and I am excited to later get into the better Jason movies where
Yeah.
he becomes the icon that he is today, because he is one.
I think I was just so over the other people that I was really just rooting for Jason's mom. I was hoping that she would win, and just, you guys killed my son, which is a little deranged. Like, they're obviously different people. She's just wild. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing though. Is like she's lost it, and that's like back to like the play on like how you're saying she seems like she's losing it. You know, with like kill him, mommy, or, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. It's supposed to be similar to like the Norman Bates thing. Like, again, you don't know this, but like,
No.
so when he kills, he's so fucked up from his mom that he has like this split personality where he thinks he is his mom. In this, because it's inspired from that,
Yeah.
she thinks she's Jason.
Yeah.
So she's angry, like as a mother, but also as Jason for drowning.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But I mean, he survived. Weird.
I forgot the word. I haven't listened in a long time.
Transition.
Segue. Because we were always told like 13 meant unlucky. Did you ever I don't know if this is gonna make sense. So did you ever feel like there was another force? So like if your computer was taking too long to load, would you ever be like, I'm just gonna pretend like I don't care, and then it'll
No.
load faster? Wait, really?
What? No.
Are you-
I'm not playing this game with someone.
like no, like you never thought there was like
Reverse
some-
psychology on the universe?
something else in the universe. Yeah, like and this doesn't make any sense, but like
I don't care if it rains today.
it has something to do. No, literally, that's how I thought as a kid. I was like, if I don't give a shit, like, so we never get snow here. There's a 2% chance it'll snow tomorrow, and so I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I hope I go to school tomorrow. And I really thought if I tried hard enough not to care, it would snow. So then, like, because of this mindset, I've always thought of the number 13, not like in an edgelord way, not in like I want to be different, but in like, if the number 13 really is unlucky, then I'm going to make it my lucky number. And because it goes against what everyone says, it will
Be extra lucky.
by default be lucky. Yeah, and it'll be the luckiest. I mean, I got together with Zeke on that. He asked me to be his girlfriend on Friday the 13th, so it's got to be worth something, right?
Yeah.
Hannah, did you ever think there was like another force in the universe that was watching or listening to like even just your thoughts? Recently saw this and I was like, other people think this, so I just thought maybe everybody did as a kid. So like if your computer took too long to load, would you be like, I'm just gonna pretend not to care and then it'll load faster?
No, definitely not. No.
I never like put something to it, but I was like, something can hear me, and they're like, oh, you don't give a fuck? I'll show you, and like make it snow.
You know what? I used to go out in the rain in like the middle of the night, and then I would like think to myself like, this is all you got? Come on.
Oh,
You know?
wait, did it ever change?
I think one time like there was lightning, and I was like, what am I doing?
Because you know what? Okay, now we're getting into it. Waves. If you cuss at waves at the beach, I shit you not. You don't believe me. No, next time we're going to go to the beach and we're going to cuss at the ocean. The waves get bigger and stronger. And my aunt used to tell us that it was God. It was God angry because we're not supposed to be cussing because we were like children. But I was like, the more we cuss, like the better waves will get to like, like catch them. So we can like swim out and like jump and
Stupid fucking waves. I hate you.
No, it would
Wish
be
you were never
like,
born.
Fuck your mother, like it's like what? Who's the wave's mother?
I know, like, isn't that the mother of the bitch is mother? I know that has something to do with plants.
Yeah,
like,
talking. There
talking to
like
them.
been studies if you actually talk to your plants. Like
Yeah.
I'm not
Sometimes- okay,
saying
here's
that
something
it
that I
is
do.
God.
Here's something that I do. Sometimes when I'm watching a movie, right, I think of the characters. I'm like, what if you just said, hey, you know what? I'm really just not feeling it right now. Can I need some space? Instead of just fucking running away. Then you guys wouldn't have problems in your marriage. I think about that all the fucking time. Like, I think of like shit they should have just done. Like, hey, man, maybe that was a little bit overreacting. Like, you don't know what they're going through. Like, you're just kind of just saying shit.
And you just think of like the ripple of what a different
Yeah, and
movie
I'm like,
would
what?
be.
It would have been a different fucking movie. Like, I don't know. And then I started realizing.
Then there'd be no movie.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
exactly.
kidding.
Then I realized it wouldn't be a fucking movie.
That's kind of similar because I'm like, what if I pretend not to give a fuck?
Yeah. Or like, what if someone was like, you know what? Fuck you, Jason. Like, and then gets all up in his face. It seems like he thinks of himself as a child, right? So like, what if someone did that? Just got up in his face and like, hey, fucking time out, Jason. And then he's like, oh shit, you're right. And then he goes to the corner, and that's the fucking movie.
Who do you
It
think?
works.
Who do you think you are in a horror movie?
I'm.
And where are you dying?
Which horror movie? Like in a
Just-
slasher?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All the tropes. Who are you? Like, who's your character? And
I'm gonna be the guy with the fucking headphones in.
okay.
That took a walk or something.
Like, what number do you think you are?
I'm like in the middle.
Because
Of the
there's
movie.
like the people having sex.
Yeah.
There's like the slutty girl. There's the
The guy who pretends
the
not to give a shit.
douchebag. Yeah. There's like the klutz.
I think it'd be like the third kill. Nothing
So, like,
super
the
substantial.
klutz that kind of just walks in and
No,
like,
I'm gonna be like doing something. I'm gonna be kind of. Here's what happened. Like we're at a campfire.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm fucking tired. This is bullshit. Or someone annoys me, and then I leave on my own.
I was thinking that. That was gonna be my next question. Is does he come to you? Like, does he find you, or do you find him? Like,
No, he finds me.
wandering upon.
I'm just gonna like leave and like be on my phone or listen to music or something, like really into my own shit, and then I'm gonna be stabbed. What about you?
As much as I would like to think I would be the final girl, I think I'd be the girl who is like overly confident and gets killed because of being, like, fuck this, like, oh, let's fight back, and like gets killed because I didn't strategize or just not run fast enough and trip. I could definitely be the tripping person. But listen, in real case scenario,
Yeah.
there have been times where I think, do you remember the clown? The clowns were going crazy,
Mhm.
people dressing up and being in like
Yeah, yeah.
random fields. Okay, so there was a time you've been to my aunt's house that's out in the middle
Yeah.
of butt fuck nowhere. Okay, so we were out there with my cousins, and it was around that time that those clowns were
Fucking
running
about.
amok.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we were
2016, I
walking and we
think.
just being teenagers, you know, it's like let's just walk into the middle of fucking nowhere
Yeah.
away from the adults because we're just cool kids. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but we're
Mhm.
doing that. And then I hear someone go, "Oh my god, there's a clown." There's been multiple occasions. It's not just like, well, this time it's like supposedly there's a clown, but there's been other times where like I hear there's a bee or something. I'm not an athletic person, but when I tell you, I get the fuck out of Dodge, dude. Like I did, and there was like my cousins. There's like younger cousins of us. Oh, there's another altercation where there was like a dog involved. I book it. I don't give a fuck about anybody, and that's where like I'm sorry, but like I will admit to my true colors. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You trip, that's on you. I'm out of here, bro. And that's the only time where I can run. I swear I'm like never ending.
Well,
I will
yeah,
never run out of breath. Like I can go.
I think realistically, I'd be the one that didn't go on the trip at all.
Yeah, that's
Realistically, I'm like, I don't know if I want to go there.
you're the one getting the call.
I don't know. They target specific people, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be a target.
I feel like we're both pretty likable, and I think we'd be safe because we're like crazy fucking luck.
Yeah.
It's like we just happened to leave right when the killer got there.
Yeah.
Like we went on a snack run.
Yep.
And we came back and like the cops already there though, and we're like, oh fuck.
That sucks.
Yeah. that's pretty accurate. I
Yeah,
feel.
that's the one. Because I was like, oh, because I wanted to go get something.
Yeah. and I'm just fucking sick of the place. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I need a breather.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd camp anywhere overnight.
Closest
Neither.
I've been to camping was when I was in Girl Scouts, but we didn't do tents. There was like cabins, but not like legit camping. And I don't think I want to because there's so many like factors.
I've been legit camping. It's lame.
and it's just like I
It's
don't
just lame. It's
like,
like, sleeping sucks ass. I'm
and I
telling you.
think we're very similar in the
Comfort.
like I need to fucking shower, bro.
Yeah, I shower all the
I
time.
need a toilet, and I
Mhm.
need
Yeah,
no.
my hair. I need a shower. It makes me
Sleeping
so
on the
uncomfortable.
ground, like I don't even like.
I know,
You
I
know
don't-
this. I don't even like sleeping over at people's houses. Like when we sleep over here,
Yeah.
the second I'm up, I'm out.
hmm
and I'm like, I'll text you guys like, hey, we left. Like I'm out. Okay, sorry, we're way off.
It's fine, dude. This is
I
towards
was
the end.
honestly just trying to squeegee in some
yeah, it's
more
fine.
talking.
All right. Well, if you made it this far, I'm surprised. Who would
Oh, I'm
shoot?
saying it wrong too. Yeah,
Oh.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, comment down what stereotype would you be?
Yeah,
How would you get killed? Like, what's the you fucking and getting killed? You know, like that. What are you doing?
that's pretty cool.
What?
I feel like being the like the
ones that are fun?
horse of the movie. Like that's pretty
I don't
cool.
know.
You're the first to go out, and then it's like, and everyone watching, like, not that you're in a movie,
Everyone
not
watching?
that, yeah, not that you wouldn't know that you're in a movie, but everyone's like, ah, you're having sex. I love like spotting out the slut. That's
Oh,
my
yeah?
favorite part, and I love like they are my favorite. Like Final Girl is cool. They're like Final Girl's like my second
Is it
favorite,
always
but
a
I'm
girl?
like a girl and a guy usually.
Oh.
It's like yeah, it's like the oh dude, sorry. We need to watch House of Wax.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
All right. Bye.